Do you know what the unemployment rate is?
Well, it's about 4% nationally, but I'm in Queensland, so it's 4.3% here. But Fran,
should Anthony Albanese have known that today?
Test.
Yeah, but hang on, that's a bad gaffe for Labor, isn't it? Who's campaigning on jobs and secure work to get the unemployment rate so badly wrong?
Yeah, you know what? Anthony has already said today that he should have known and he made a mistake. But I'll tell you this, Fran, elections aren't memory tests. They're tests of leadership. And if you want to talk about unemployment, let's talk about unemployment and underemployment. Australians all over the country are saying they need to work 2 or 3 or 4 jobs because they can't find a permanent full-time job that allows them to support their family. We've got a million Australians who'd like more hours of work who can't get them under Scott Morrison. We've got a government that voted against criminalising wage theft. Labor has a plan to make sure that we criminalise wage theft and that if 2 people are doing the same job, they get the same pay. We don't want to see dodgy labour hire firms undercutting permanent work. We need to do something about the gig economy. We know that people have been ripped off and exploited in the gig economy.
Yeah, but Tanya Plibersek,
we still have a gender pay gap. We've got a plan to deal with the gender pay gap.
And
this is what matters in the world of work.
It is what matters, but it also, in order for you to be able to implement those policies, you've got to win the election. Day one of the campaign, your leader has made a bad mistake. What did you think when you heard what happened today?
I thought that election campaigns are tests of leadership, not tests of memory. And the difference between Scott Morrison and Anthony Albanese is Anthony Albanese says, yeah, fair cop, I should have known, let's move on. That is the difference. Scott Morrison would have someone else to blame. It'd be a state premier's fault, or I don't hold a hose mate, or sorry, I'm off overseas right now. Times are getting tough. And that is the difference. I think in a test of leadership, Anthony has very clearly shown that he's the better leader today.
In fact, the question of the day, Barnaby Joyce, what's the national unemployment rate?
Well, the national unemployment rate is currently around about 4%, and we're looking forward in the forward estimates to it going below 4%. Youth unemployment is below 10%, and that's one of the first times. This is a record low unemployment rate and takes us back decades before we get to a period of time where the unemployment rate was as low. It's a sign of good economic management. We have been so lucky compared to other countries. We've come out of this recession so well.
Just the other one to cover the field, because it is a question that's being popped to leaders all over. The official or overnight cash interest rate, where's that sitting presently?
Well, as an accountant, you're asking me the right questions as an accountant, right? It's one of the record lows. It's apparently at about 10 basis points, 0.1%.
Yeah.
And this is remarkably low, and I wouldn't suggest for 1 second it would stay there.